GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro are some of the most talked about drugs in the country right now. They're also some of the most expensive. If you've ever looked up the price without insurance, you've probably seen numbers well over $1,000 per month. So why do they cost that much? The first reason is simple. There are no generic versions. These drugs are still protected by patents, which means only the original manufacturers can produce them. Without generic competition, there isn't the same downward pressure on price that you see with older medications. The second factor is demand. Use of these medications has expanded quickly, especially beyond diabetes into weight management. When demand rises fast and supply takes time to scale, pricing tends to remain elevated. There's also how these drugs are made. They're biologics. That means they're more complex to manufacture than traditional pills. Production requires specialized facilities and tight quality controls, which adds to overall cost. Then there's how pricing works in the US. Manufacturers set a list price. That list price becomes the starting point for negotiations with insurers and pharmacy benefit administrators. Behind the scenes, manufacturers and insurers often negotiate rebates off that list price. Those rebates can lower what a health plan ultimately pays, but they usually don't change the sticker price a patient sees at the pharmacy. That gap between list price and negotiated price is part of why drug pricing can feel hard to follow. For someone paying cash without coverage, the number they see is often much closer to that list price. Insurance coverage also shapes how expensive these medications feel. Some health plans cover them for diabetes, but not for weight loss. Some employers choose not to include weight loss coverage because of the cost. Others include coverage but apply extra approval steps before the prescription is filled. When coverage isn't available, patients are left facing the full cash price. In response to that, some manufacturers have launched direct-to-patient programs that offer lower cash prices through specific platforms. Those programs don't change the list price itself, but they create another purchasing option for people without coverage. Even with those programs, the monthly cost is still far higher than most generic medications. So why are these drugs so expensive? It comes down to a few things: patent protection, high demand, complex manufacturing, and a pricing system built around negotiated insurance coverage rather than generic competition. Until generic versions enter the market or coverage policies change more broadly, these medications are likely to remain among the highest priced drugs commonly prescribed. In future videos, we'll keep breaking down other confusing parts of pharmacy and healthcare, one piece at a time.